Welcome, folks. Here we are again, Chicago Gaelic Park. We're almost ready for the off of the intermediate county final here between the McBrides and the Pierces. And referee is ready to go. We're just getting final preparations made. We had a terrible deluge of rain, unfortunately, all morning here in Chicago on the south side, and it has made conditions pretty slick. So hopefully the football will be, as usual, the high standard that we've been used to here. So both teams eager to get on with it. Big north side rivalry here between the McBrides and the Pierces. So it's hopefully going to be a very exciting game. McBrides will be slight favourites to win this. Referee throws it up, and straight away into the action comes Conor Garrity for McBrides, but he's beaten to the ball there, and it finally breaks to Alan Wade for the Pierces, and he's fouled. He's down there on just outside the 45 by Alex Swan, committing the foul there. So it's a free in, the first belt in anger, you might say. So it's the Pierces, number 19, Niall McSweeney. Niall now steps back. He's about 44, 45, well, he's more 46 or 7 yards out, just outside the 45. Here he comes, kicks it, and it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. So that's the first wide of the game. After 18 seconds, Niall McSweeney puts it wide. Difficult conditions, Scruffy, today.
Yeah, it's a pity. It was the first bad Sunday we got in about 10 weeks. It's definitely affected the early crowd coming, but hopefully they're going to come in while this game is on. The good news is the forecast for the evening is much better.
Absolutely. So, yeah, hopefully weather conditions will improve. The rain has stopped, and I see Alan Coyle there in front of me. Fair play to Alan. And yeah, hopefully it's going to be a drier afternoon than it was morning anyway. On with the action. So out on the far side of the field then, it's Daithí O'Shea with the ball for the Pierces. He's robbed, and the referee seen an infringement there. Fintan McMiniman had the ball momentarily, but the referee decides he's going to throw it up. The number 8 for the McBrides is Patrick Chambers, all the way from Newport. Nephews in college together in Galway. So Patrick has been playing very well out here, both on and off the field. Lovely pick up there by the number 13 for the McBrides, Fintan McMiniman, and Fintan is fouled, and it's going to be a free in for the McBrides then on the 21, but well out to the right hand side. Fintan looks as if he's going to take it quickly, but then thinks better of it and leaves it to Killian Finn. Killian now, the free taker off the left, will attempt this free. Well out on the left hand side. Tough angle for him, but we'll see if Killian is up to it. And he curls it in beautifully. Great score from Killian. So that's point to the McBrides. 1 point lead then, after 2 minutes of play or so in this intermediate final.
Yeah, very nice free from a very difficult angle to start the McBrides off.
Lovely score is right. Ball is kicked out. Patrick Chambers out in the middle of the field, picks it up, lays it off, gets the return. Tackled there by the fullback, Sean Cleary, Sam Cleary I should say. And the referee said that the Pierce's player was fouled, Liam Markham. Liam from Clare, I believe. So free out to the Pierces, taken quickly. The ball is misdirected though, and it comes for Fintan McMiniman. Fintan now lays it off to his number 6, Mick Egan. Mick, lovely ball in, and that's caught, and the mark is called inside by Fintan McMiniman again. So Fintan has started brightly. That's his second ball, and gets his free about 28-30 yards out, just a little to the right of the post. And here he comes, right-footed, beautiful kick, and Fintan puts it straight over the bar. Lovely score.
Yeah, he's the cause of both points. A really nice pick-up for the first one, John, and a really nice mark call there.
Beautiful pick-up is right, Scruff, yeah. very skillfully picked it up, and here he is again, going for the breaking ball from the kick out. The referee says there was a foul there on the cornerback. James Murphy was fouled, so it's a free out to the Pierces. It's taken already, and number 14 is back there in his own defence, Conor McKeown. Oh, that's a very high tackle. That's a very high tackle by the McBrides number 6, Mick Egan, and I think he's going to be spoken to by the referee. We'll have to watch those. Scruffy is going to be a tough day for those sort of tackles.
Yeah, it won't be the only closed line between now and 6 o'clock.
I don't think so. Ball quickly taken. In it goes. And number 15 there for the Pierces, Liam Linden, is fouled. In there by Neil Malloy in the McBride's defence. So it's a free in to the Pierces. They trail by 2 points. 2 points to no score, so it's a chance for them to open their account as we approach the 5th minute of this game. So then it's the number 19, Neil McSweeney. Neil now steps up, kicks it right-footed, and makes no mistake, puts it over the bar. That's a good score from Niall.
Yeah, the first real attack for the Pierces, and they make good use of it.
Yeah, both forward lines look lively, I think, Scruff, early on.
Yeah,
it's going to be intriguing.
A couple of good target men already.
Yeah, Patrick Chambers gets the break and lays it off nicely to Killian Finn.
And again,
Killian
back
back
the right
to
man
McMiniman.
got it.
McMiniman is on. He's a bit like Paul Towey for the senior team.
Yes, he's shaping up. He's shaping up like that already. He's the main target man. 3 possessions, 3 points.
Absolutely, 3 points is right. So it's 3 points to 1. Kick out by David Freely. Comes down again, and it's noticeable that the McBrides are winning an awful lot of ball around the middle of the field. Patrick Chambers once again picks it up.
The Pierces haven't won any of their own kick-outs yet.
Yeah, very noticeable. Mick Egan gets it, lays it off to Ross Mahan. Ross Mahan now gives it in low towards McMiniman, but he's beaten to the ball by James Murphy, and eventually the ball is cleared out and it's gone over the sideline, the far side of the field. It's going to be a line ball to the Pierces. Pierces on the attack now through Luke Mangan. Luke, nice low ball in towards his full forward line. Conor McKeown. Conor lays it off. Lovely ball back. Oh, it's a brilliant save. Great save, and it's attempted to fist it in, and eventually it's gone in. And there's shouts of square ball, but the referee's going in to have a word with his umpire.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's a good goal.
Yeah, the referee has gone in there. Scruff called it a good goal. It looked as if it was to me from here.
Yes, it is.
And the referee shakes his head at the goalkeeper.
No, it's disallowed. Or is it? No, it's a goal. It's a goal.
I think it's given. We're waiting for the umpire to put up the flag, but
yes, it's given.
Yeah, I think it's given. Yeah, he was shaking his head at the goalkeeper as much as to say, look, nothing I can do about it. So it's a goal for the Pierces, and
the press well on the kick out too.
Yeah, the press was on, and ball comes. Mick Egan is there in the middle of the field. He's a big man, and a lot of pushing and shoving there. So the referee decides he's going to bring the ball up. Jesus,
some of these guys looking to get sent off right away.
Yeah, there seemed to be a closed fish there by the Pierces number 7.
Luckily, the referee's back was
turned. Yeah, Barry Lamb there, lucky with that. Anyway, on we go. Here we go with the McBrides number 5.
That's a beauty.
That's a great score. It's a great score from Sean Corbett. Sean Corbett, beautiful score there off his right foot.
Yeah, we have the Guinness lady here with us. Sean Corbett is the Magners man for Chicago.
There you go. So Sean is the Magners rep there. He's certainly done Magners proud with that right-footed effort. And Annie Redmond is here, our Guinness rep, and very generous sponsorship by Guinness for us here. Here in
I don't know about that. I think he kind of went for the ball there. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think he did go for the ball. His eyes were on the ball, and just the Pearsall lad, the number 7 Barry Lamb, got in the way. So Barry took a hefty shot, but I think it was accidental. but receiving attention now from the physio, making sure that Barry is okay. Barry dished it out himself a few minutes ago, so I suppose what's good for the goose. Free is taken quickly, and it's caught inside there by Lee Moog Murray. Lee Moog gives it off to his Niall McSweeney, playing partner, and Niall is fouled. Probably take this himself. He's kicked a good free before from a similar position, so I'm sure he'll fancy this one. Off his right side, an awkward angle for a right-footed kicker, but like I said, he's kicked one already. So we're in the 10th minute here of the intermediate final. An exciting start, 1-1 to 4 points, and Niall McSweeney now with an attempt to stretch the lead, or to put the Pierces back into the lead, I should say. And that looks to be all the way over the bar, and it's lead for the Pierces, 1-2 to 4 points. 5 points to 4. Quick kick out taken. Yes. And Ross Mahon gets it for the McBrides. Lays it off to Mick Egan. Back to Ross Mahon. On to Patrick Chambers. Patrick from Newport looks up. Nice looking footballer. This fella gives it towards McMiniman, the target man inside. That's a high tackle, surely. And the referee said no play on. Patrick Chambers receives it. Certainly looked like a high challenge there. And eventually it comes to Ross Mahon. Ross Mahon now out on the right hand side. Looks across to his left for support. Gives it back into McMiniman. McMiniman now lays it off to his number 12, Killian. And surely that was a free. Yeah, the referee has the hand up in the air. And Killian Finn fouled there.
It was a free earlier to McMiniman too. He didn't get it. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Finton McMiniman was fouled for sure. Very high challenge at him out here near the sideline. But nonetheless, referee said that was it. We're going to award a free to the McBrides here. And fair play to James Staunton. He's there under me. Bringing sandbags.
Bags of sand coming.
Sandbags is coming is right. So hopefully they won't be needed too badly. But that's a poor kick though, Scruff. That was a great chance for the McBrides to draw level and missed opportunity.
Yeah, it was. That's a really bad miss. Their first one of the day.
Kick out taken by David Freely for the Pierces. Once again, the McBrides midfield is working better than the Pierces, but the Pierces get the scraps. And Neil McSweeney, who's come deeper and deeper for the ball, picks it up, lays it off to Luke Mangan. Luke gives it low, down along the ground, and it's picked up in there by Lee Moog Murray. Lee Moog is fouled.
That's an unnecessary foul. He was already on the ground.
He was. Poor decision there by the cornerback for the McBrides. Shouldn't have fouled him really, Ross Mahon. But anyway, nonetheless, gives the opportunity to Neil McSweeney to once again extend their lead. So 1-2 to 4 points, 5 points to 4. This to put them 2 points up. Long way out though. No breeze really to talk about. He chips it nicely, but it's drifting out to the right, and it's wide.
Not going to get it.
Not going to get it this time, Neil. He has a nice action at kicking the ball. He sort of chips it and it floats.
The weather has improved 100% in the last hour.
In the last hour, yeah, it was deluge of rain here an hour ago, and now it's nice and dry, and its temperature is probably in the high 70s, so hopefully that'll continue. On we go. Pierces pick up the ball around the middle of the field. It's eventually comes back to Niall McSweeney. Niall lays it off to the number 11, Luke Mangan. Luke now faced by Patrick Chambers, gives a lovely ball in though into his corner forward, who fails to get it. The 15 there, Liam Linden, just couldn't get his hands on the ball, and the McBrides come away with it. Ross Mahon now looks up, ball almost intercepted, and referee said that's a free, and Alex Swan is the man that's fouled. Alex gives the ball off to Ross Mahon. Ross now, who has started very well for the McBrides, gives the ball back to his fullback Rory McNally. Rory to Patrick Chambers. Chambers now solos across the field, turns, cuts back inside, gives it off to Killian Finn. Killian once again gives a lovely ball across the side of the field. It's a mark, doesn't take it though. Conor Garrity cuts inside. Oh, almost got the finish, but the goalkeeper stood tall. In fairness to him, he stood up and made the save, but more or less straight at him. But breaks again for the McBrides, and eventually the ball is kicked wide. That was a great opportunity for a goal there, Scruff.
It was, but before that he probably should have taken the mark to level it.
Yeah, the referee had given him the opportunity, but he didn't take it. He didn't put up the hand, and he decided to cut inside and go for goal. But in fairness to the goalkeeper, David Freely, he stood up and was strong and made the save. So score remains 1-2 to 4 points in favour of the Pierces. David Freely now kicks it out long, out towards his midfielder Liam O'Murray, and Liam gets in front of his man, makes the catch, gives a long ball down towards Neil McSweeney. Niall now, right-footed. It's high, but I think that's one is gone well to the right.
Too ambitious that time.
Very ambitious. Very ambitious attempt there by Niall. Probably better off to have a bit of patience there and say to himself, I look for a colleague, but nonetheless it's probably the third wide for the Pierces. Kick out taken by Odrin Lochray. Ball comes to Mick Egan around the middle of the field. Gives a lovely ball up. Bounces off the chest of the number 10, Michael Malloy. Gives a lovely ball off to Killian Finn. Killian now back to Malloy. Oh, but it goes through his hands, and eventually it's cleared out there by Liam Markham. Liam gives it all the way down along the sideline to Barry Lamb. Barry now injured earlier, but seems to have made a good recovery. Tackled by the number 9 for the McBrides, Conor Garrity. Gets away from him. Gives the ball to Niall McSweeney. Niall has been lively in the first few minutes of this second half, or first half I should say. Gives it sort of a hospital pass there towards his number 15, Liam Linden, and Liam can't get to the ball, but the referee said there was a foul in there, and I think it's going to be a free out to the McBrides.
There's only a quarter gone, John, but we can already see that there's a problem with ball handling.
Yeah, it's very difficult, slippery conditions out there, so it's going to make for very slippery conditions for the players and the ladies in the senior games later on. So hopefully, as I said, the weather continues to improve and hopefully it'll keep drying out. Anyway, Mick Egan gives a low ball in towards Fintan McMiniman. Fintan, he's been the player so far for a lovely pick-up again by McMiniman. Gives it back to his number 11, Alex Swan. Alex now lines up and gives it right-footed. That's a great score. Great score by Alex Swan off his right foot. But once again, Scruffy, McMiniman is the target man inside. He's winning a lot of ball.
Yeah, I'd be trying him on the senior team, but I don't know where. As the old saying goes, where has he been?
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
He's the star on view so far.
For sure, yeah. Quick kick out taken, and it's out there Luke Mangan. And down along the sideline, Barry Lamb contesting the ball there with Conor Garrity. And the Pierces win the sideline ball. And that's a pull down there by the McBrides cornerback. And Neil Malloy, I think it was, who committed the foul on Liam Linden. So Liam wins his free. Once again, Niall McSweeney is out there, far side of the field. It's a long way out. I think they'll be looking to go short with this one. And it's Niall McSweeney. He's been kicking the ball very well, but this one now is going to be a toughie. He decides to place it on the ground. No, takes it quickly. Barry Lamb shows an awful lot of water on the field over there. It's more like a water polo pitch, the far side at the moment. Over this side of the field, it's Liam Markham. Markham now gives it off to Luke Mangan. Luke looks for the big hand pass inside, but unfortunately goes straight over the head of Liam Linden, and it's gone out wide. So I think I make it 5 wides for the Pierces so far.
Yeah, very even game so far. Both sides are playing a careful kind of a game, trying to work it out of defence.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's very cagey so far. Patrick Chambers making ground up the far side, cuts inside and is fouled, and wins a free for himself. And Ross Mahan is over there directing traffic, and Fintan McMiniman, the number 13, probably McBride's best player so far, has come out to take this free. He's probably about 50 yards out, I'd say, with the angle, so this will be a good one if he can nail it. Once again, very little breeze, no breeze really to speak about. And just the slippery underfoot conditions, that's the biggest enemy of him. Here he comes, he steps up, kicks it right-footed, and it's going beautifully over the bar. That's a great score, great free from Fintan McMiniman. And he's started really, really brightly, Scruffy.
Yeah, so far he's been the Paul Towie of this team.
He sure has. So
he's got all but one score, I think.
Right, I think he scored 5 already. Kick out taken. It goes right through to Ross Mahan. Ross lays it off to Conor Garrity. Conor looks at his man and says, "Don't push me." McMiniman gives a lovely ball in, and it's a
lovely mark.
Lovely mark call there. Lovely mark call by Killian Finn. Yeah, it was a nice ball into him and invited him to run onto it, and he caught it very well over his head. So it's a mark, and a great opportunity here for the McBrides now to add another point. And he does. So it extends the McBrides lead 7 points to 1-2. So 7 points to 5, the McBrides lead.
Just coming up to 20 minutes gone.
Just about 20 is gone is right. So McBrides just getting a little bit on top the last few minutes, especially around the midfield area. Ross Mahan once again, he's playing really well there in that midfield sector. He's winning an awful lot of breaking ball. He gives it to his midfielder, Patrick Chambers. Patrick looks up, gives a high ball in towards the square, towards McMiniman. Then it breaks this side. I know that's surely a foul.
And I think it's just outside.
Just outside the large parallelogram. Michael Malloy was fouled as the ball broke towards him, taken out of it by the Pierce's defence. And the referee goes in and says, "Okay, lads, calm down. It's a free in for the McBrides, and surely a great chance to go 3 points up here." Killian Finn, left-footed, no mistake, over the black spot. Lovely score. Entertaining enough game so far, Scruffy, I think.
Yeah, both teams are very evenly matched so far. They're trying to play open football, looking for the inside line every time.
Yeah, and given the conditions, I think it's a good open game. So kick out again, going long. Barry Lamb runs hard after the ball, gets to there, and beats Rory Malloy. He lays it off to his number 14, Conor McKeown. Conor lays it back to Niall McSweeney. Niall just inside his own 45. Gives it inside to Luke Linden. Linden gives it back across to Sweeney. Sweeney, right-footed and over the bar. That's a good score.
Yeah, another great score. There was a goal on for a second, but a well-taken point.
Well-taken point. I think in the wise thing, take a score, keep the scoreboard ticking over. 1-3 to 8 points, 6 points to 8 after 22 minutes of play here. And kick out for Odrin Lockery in the McBride's goal. Out it goes. Conor Garrity. Barry Lamb didn't jump at all for that ball for some reason.
Yeah, bad pass.
Bad pass is right. Out this side of the field now. It's well picked up there by Killian Finn. Killian seemed to be fouled. And the referee says eventually you overcarried.
That's a wrong decision.
Yeah,
he was.
That was harsh.
He was belted.
For sure. He seemed to be fouled, and the referee said no.
He was absolutely belted first. That's a wrong decision.
So Conor McKeown then for the Pierces takes it, gives it across to his number 11, Luke Mangan. Luke gives it in towards Barry Lamb. Barry back to Luke Mangan, into Liam Linden. Linden back towards Lamb again, or Luke Lockery it should. But Patrick Chambers is there in the McBride's defence. Comes out with the ball, loses it, and eventually it's Neil Malloy that picks it up. But Neil loses it. Linden has it. Linden back again towards Liam Markham, and Liam kicks it in and kicks it over the bar.
Nice score.
That's a good score.
Yeah,
came from a mistake though.
Yeah, that was a turnover that shouldn't have happened. They had 2 chances to clear the ball.
That's right. So the McBrides, I'm sure, won't be happy with that score. That was needless, but nonetheless, it just puts a point between the teams, 1-4 to 8 points. Odrin Lockery kicks it out into a puddle of water. Ross McMahon under pressure finds Mick Egan. Mick gives a nice fisted pass out this side of the field, out to his number 5, Sean Corbett. Sean now. There's a nice ball, and then once again, the referee says, Sam Cleary, you fouled him. Down went the number 10, Michael Malloy. Second time he was fouled in proximity to the Pierce's goal, so it's going to be another great chance for Killian Finn, the number 12, to extend the McBrides lead once again out to 2 points. So it's 1-4 to 8. Killian now brushes the hair back. He has the headband on. Keep the windows clean. Oh, Alan Coyle out there in the middle of the field, shouting instructions. And Killian was thinking about taking that one quickly, but Alan now from Guy Sala. Great man for the McBrides. Great GA supporter. And here comes Killian, left-footed, and it's high, and I think it's gone. Yeah, it's
got it.
Straight over the bar. Great score from Killian Finn.
Yeah, of the chances so far, the McBrides have the least wides. They're taking their scores a little bit better than the Pierces.
Right. Substitution on the McBrides team. Bill O'Donoghue was in. I'm just waiting to see who came off there. Bill seems to be going back into the defence.
Yeah, he used to play for the Tones, Bill.
Where is he from, Scruffy?
Oh, he was born here.
Oh, it's
His father
home
from
based.
Clare.
Oh, very good.
Brother played for Clare County.
No. On it goes, Barry Lamb. Barry Lamb now on the attack for the Pierces, gives it to Liam Linden. Liam beats 2 would-be tacklers, lays it off to his number 5, Dahi O'Shea, and it comes eventually back to
he's got it.
Luke Mangan. Luke, the number 11. That's a good score from the Pierces. And Mary just told me there, number 3 for the McBrides came off, Rory McNally. Rory McNally, replaced by Bill Donoghue. So, change in the McBrides defence. And once again, Luke Mangan here. That pass, though, was intercepted very, very well by Killian Finn. Killian Finn now turns, gives
Finn
it to
Finn is doing a lot of good work around the middle of the field. He's picking up a lot of dirty ball, but
he is.
That one didn't go too well.
No, McEgan there makes the mistake. Pass intercepted. Niall McSweeney gives it into Linden once again. Linden turns, but he's fouled. And the referee...
Another unnecessary foul. He was going down and he catches him.
Yeah. Probably a bit of a lazy tackle there now. Shouldn't have fouled him there. So it's a great chance once again for McSweeney to tie up the scores. 1-5 to 9. 1 point the difference. So this is a chance for the Pierces to draw level. After 26, almost 27 minutes of play, the Pierces now with Niall McSweeney, but he miskicks it, and the goalkeeper, Audrey Lockery, comes out with the ball at the second attempt, lays it off. Ross Mahan is there, and then it comes to Sean Corbett. Sean gives a nice ball towards Patrick Chambers, but that's cut out as well. Referee says play on, and Luke Mangan gives it into Linden. Linden has been very good in the last few minutes. He's won a lot of ball there. Gives it back to Luke Mangan, and Luke seemed to be fouled.
I think there might be a foot block there.
Yeah, referee is shaking his head though. Pierce's boys are incensed. They think that there was a case for a foot block, but the referee has gone in there, but he doesn't seem to be interested.
He hasn't given anything yet, I think.
I don't think so. It doesn't look as if he's going to either.
The umpire didn't signal anything either.
No. Yeah. The umpires, like myself, standing behind the goal there, looking around them.
Yeah, did you ever see more mistakes with umpires at home with county games? You know, I mean, we've been always told to an umpire to stand back. You know?
Yeah. They seem to have lost their way.
I see lob coming up on your phone, John.
Yeah,
someone leave you a lob or something?
I wish. Liam O'Brien is ringing me all the way from County Cork. Good man, Liam.
Has he gone home already? I
no,
seen him the other night.
He's below in the bar, I'd say.
Yeah.
He's wondering, are we thirsty?
Yeah.
But anyways, referee. The referee is, I don't think, entertaining any notions of penalties or even free-ins. I think it's going to be a kick-out to the McBrides after that. Audrey Lockery is placing the ball out on the 21, so it's a kick-out. Score remains 1-5 to 9 points in favour of the McBrides. 1 point lead. Couple of minutes left in the first half. Been an entertaining enough game. That's a great catch by Barry Lamb out there. He done really well to hold on to a slippy ball. Referee gives him his free. So Barry looks up. Can he see any free green jerseys? Luke Linden is calling for the ball inside, and eventually it's kicked in, and it's kicked long towards Conor McKeown. Conor gets the ball at the second attempt and right-footed. That's a good score.
That's a very good score. He didn't bother calling the mark. He went for the score.
He did. He had the confidence to keep going, and it's a great score by Conor McKeown. Number 14 for the Pierces. So that ties up the game. Ball is quickly kicked out there. Conor Garrity gets an awkward ball off to Ross Mahan. Ross tackled. Says to the referee, surely to God, that was a free. Referee says play on. Killian Finn with the ball. He gives it back towards Sean Corbett. Sean now back to Mick Egan. Mick right-footed, long, all the way over the far side of the field, but unfortunately Michael Malloy just broke it straight back to Conor McKeown, and eventually the ball goes out wide, and the referee says that's enough for now.
He calls it 2 seconds on the half hour. Really, no injury time.
No injury time.
Which there wasn't either.
Yeah, no injury time at all.
A very level game, John. Both teams all to play for.
Yeah, it's all to play for in the second half. It's been very, very even, and appropriately it's 1-6 to 9 points at half time. And all to play for in the second half. I think it's been entertaining though, given the conditions, the very testing, slippery conditions. So it's been a good game of football so far. So hopefully you enjoy that first half, and we might have a couple of people coming up for half time. So bear with me, and we'll be back in a moment. Thank you, folks.
Ger and the club here in McBrides, they've been awful good to us. Like,
great club for looking after players.
Geez, yes. It's as I said, it's been.
Of course, there was a downer with the tragedy on, and it was just terrible.
Yeah, well, yeah. It was awful. Few days with that. But as I said, just the club really looked after us. And enjoying the last few weeks.
Sure. Well, I suppose the one benefit to not being involved this week is that you can enjoy the last week or 2 of your stay here. So I'm sure you're taking advantage of the hospitality downtown. You just have to come to the south side, though, boys, down to see us. So maybe you might stay tonight.
I don't know. We've a big trip planned tomorrow, so we do.
Oh my God. Tommy, what about you? Unfortunate injury. But you'll battle back. I'm sure you'll be back again next season. So unfortunate you couldn't take part out here.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been great experience playing football over here. No, it's obviously very different to at home. It's great, kind of a lot of freedom, more freedom over here, I suppose. But yeah, on the road to recovery, getting there so long. I'm nearly 6 months now since it happened. So
right.
Looking forward to getting back at it.
What's the time frame looking like?
I'll probably be another 2 or 3 months. So I'd say.
Right.
Pre-season will come at the right time.
Okay.
What do you think of the 13-a-side, Tommy?
Yeah, I would have loved to have given it a go. I suppose you get way more space compared to at home, and you might have 15, and then you have maybe 1 or 2 dropping back. So the likes of Towie here now really took advantage of it the last few weeks.
Yeah, I don't know whether he knows this or not, but the record was 16 points by a famous man. Do you know who held the record before him? Yeah, for boxing maybe. But no, the record was held by a famous man long before your time. I'm sure you've heard of him, Matt Connor from Offaly. And he scored 16 points here in 1985. And I don't think he got half the abuse Paul got last Sunday. So Paul, congratulations on that. You figure, how could you come out on the losing end after that?
Yeah, it was a great game, as we said, to be involved in. So I'm actually surprised I got so much. A lot of frees helped it, so just happy out.
We're passing the news on to all the managerial candidates in Mayo.
Yeah, it was a great performance. And Ryan, yourself, again, you didn't get a chance to play a part here, but obviously psychologically for the boys, it was a huge help for them for you to be out here. So
yeah, it was nice. Myself and Tommy helped out with the trainings, and Dave McBrides as well. He's down there. So I couldn't get over how competitive it is over here. Like, the boys, they live and breathe McBrides football, like
absolutely.
Alan from home.
And I'm sure we spoke about this in the podcast the other night, that the level of the home based players is very high as well. The standard is very good.
Cahill O'Connor, is it? I couldn't. If he was at home, he'd be close to an inter-county setup anyway.
Sure.
And it brings everyone together. The Canes down there. Seeing everything from home, I can't get over how close everyone is, and the rivalries, because Towie seen it last week. There's a lot of battering that goes on out there, and
that we don't see.
More competitive here than at home, nearly, like with the rivalry, and because everyone cares so much. But no, it's lovely to be out here. Alan and Doc and them are looking after us.
They're great fellas.
Looking after their own.
Absolutely, no, they're great fellas. Alan Coyle and the Doc and the Pat Gibbons and all the boys down there. They're fantastic lads. They're really great supporters of the GA. I can't let it go, any of you, of course, without the bit of speculation. I'm not going to ask you who you'd like. Obviously, that wouldn't be fair, but it's great to see that there's competition and such interest in the Mayo job.
Yeah, of course. Look, everyone knows the love every Mayo person has for it, and yeah, there's four good teams put in there that we're reading on the papers. So yeah, whoever it is, it's going to be the same players. It doesn't really matter who manages really.
Right.
So looking forward now. This group, this trip has brought us a lot closer together as well as buddies. So it won't be long. We're going back. Club championship starts, I think, second weekend in September. The league quarterfinals ran yesterday at home. So as soon as we get back home, back in the gym,
back in the grind.
We're heading to Vegas tomorrow. So
good men. By Jesus, whatever few pounds you have, there's the end of that, anyways.
Yeah.
It's been a great experience for you, I'm sure and certain, and I'm sure and certain you'd love to come back. And that's one thing we always say here, that we'd welcome you back with open arms.
I hope we don't get the chance to come over for another while. I hope we're in the championship a bit longer than we were this year. But no, it's like obviously with COVID and everything and that, so it's nice to get the freedom. None of us, I think anyone who'd been out here before got the opportunity. So Jermid and a few of the lads came over in 2018, if I'm right, after the Kildare game, and they were telling us all the good things, and we couldn't pass down the opportunity.
Of course,
this year, so
of course.
no,
Well, I remember going home when Roscommon, my beloved county, drew with you in the quarter final there about 3 or 4 years ago, and I went home for the replay, Scruffy. And I was sitting beside lovely people from Achill Island, and they couldn't believe that I came home for the replay. I'd say after about 10 minutes they had scored. They definitely couldn't believe it. I think we were 14 points down after 10 minutes, and they felt sorry for me. So I had to leave at half time, and it was out of courtesy.
Yeah, well, as worse, I'm from Sligo, but I really hope I'll die happier if Mayo bring the Sam over to Shannon.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We always shout for Mayo when we're out.
Nobody would begrudge them, that's for sure. And sure, look at these are a great bunch of guys. I met Owen McLaughlin for the first time, and Paul Towie. I just met Tommy today and Ryan, and they're great fellas. And we had a great old chat with Owen. Owen was telling me his mom and dad are big fans, so hello, mom and dad, if you're watching. And
Owen, how about Westport for the championship?
Jeez, don't be asking me questions like this. Yeah, we've a great side there. Hopefully, no.
And what can we say about the man they call Lee Keegan? I mean, he's if he was an American football, we'd be calling him a Tom Brady.
Yeah. We like the four of us. Well, we all look up to him anyway. Like he's probably the best player ever to wear the Mayo jersey.
If he's listening here, tell him wait another year.
Yeah.
you heard that?
Well, I hope Lee Keegan does wait another year.
Absolutely.
And all the other lads that have given so much into it.
He deserves. We deserve to watch him for another year. So hopefully, Lee, if you're watching, give it another crack for another year for sure. Listen, lads, the game is about to start. Ryan, thanks very much. Owen, thanks very much. Tommy, Paul, and we'll have a quick one with you later on.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, lads. So lovely to meet them, boys. Lovely fellas from the Mayo team. Great to have them out here, and wonderful ambassadors for their county. So how they keep coming back every year, the Mayo lads, is incredible. Incredible is right. So then we're almost ready for the off for the second half here, and it's a draw game, 1-6 to 9 points. Referee throws in the ball, and straight away Patrick Chambers gets it. The number 8 for the McBrides. He's tackled there in the centre of the field by Liam Murray. Eventually the ball breaks out, and it's a foul there. It's going against the McBrides, and it's the number 5 Dahi O'Shea's foul there for the Pierces. So it's going to be a free up, and it's going to be taken by Liam O'Brien. He looks up, gives it high, but very poor direction. Sean Corbett gives it off to his midfielder, Conor Garrity. Patrick Chambers takes it off him, and he gives it out towards Killian Finn. Killian Finn has been very bright in the first half, and nice sweet left foot on this fella, but he's pulled and dragged there, and free is conceded by James Murphy, the number 2 for the Pierces. I see me outside kick here. Scruff has arrived. Nicky Glynn, the one and only. He's in the commentary booth. He's going to be commentating with us here on the ladies' game and the next game. So
who else? Only McMiniman.
McMiniman once again, the number 13. Lovely right foot on him, and puts it over the bar and puts the McBrides back into the lead. It's 10 points to 1-6. So then it's great to have the ball Nicky back.
I just see we miss Matt Ruan. He's just joined the group down there.
Yeah, we might get Matty up maybe at the end of the game. So ball is kicked out, and it breaks around the middle of the field, and it's picked up there by Mick Egan off to Patrick Chambers. Lovely ball into Conor Fogarty. Conor gives it off down towards McMiniman again. Lovely pick up.
Oh, he has great skill picking up the ball, this kid.
He has, surely. Very economical there. Beautiful pick up. Lays it off to his number 11, Alex Swan. Alex now cuts inside, goes towards goal, lays it off towards Conor Fogarty, or Conor Garrity, and eventually comes back to Swan. Swan takes a shot.
What a great
it's
goal.
A bullet of a goal. Absolute
goal.
bullet. Great goal. Very economical there. Beautiful pick up. Lays it off to his number 11, Alex Swan. Alex now cuts inside, goes towards goal, lays it off towards Conor Fogarty, or Conor Garrity, and eventually comes back to Swan. Swan takes a shot.
What a great
it's
goal.
A bullet of a goal. And the referee sees something there.
The goalkeeper here to Oh, he's given a free out.
It's a free
Something
out,
else,
yeah. The Pierce's lad took a heavy hit there
Yeah.
as he was going for the ball. I think he's going to need attention. And yeah, the number 24 there, Liam Markham, took a heavy belt there, and
Just
Conor
heard from Tommy
Garrity.
Conroy there, the best player on the pitch so far, McMenamin. He's from Barrashrule in Mayo.
oh yeah, Barrashrule, a good club. So yeah, he's having a great game. But
I think that's the home of Conor Mortimer.
correct and right. I had the pleasure of meeting Conor Mortimer one time in New York, and good old gossoon he is. We had a good old night down there, and regular visitor out to New York, I believe. So Barrashrule, yeah, can be very proud today. You've got a son that's playing very, very well out here. So
I remember Conor Mortimer one time, he was in an interview and they said, Mayo will never win while they have you, Conor. And he says, they're 61 years trying to win it without me.
fair play to him, never short of an answer. So McBrides win a free in. There was a bit of afters there, and the referee is having a word. I think he's going to throw up the ball, actually. And he is. So Patrick Chambers now and Lee Moog Murray contest the ball. Patrick Chambers.
That's another bad decision.
Yes, it is. It's
that's the one thing I hate about the rules, that they haven't changed. There can be 4 fellas on a guy and they'll punish the guy.
yeah,
I mean, they got to get this thing going that there'll only be a 2-man tackle instead of a 4-man.
yeah. It's very unfair because when you're in possession and you get caught like that, it's
We mentioned the 2
penal.
sponsors here, John. One is Martin McHale, famous McHale Machinery in Ballinrobe, sponsoring the McBrides, and the other one is Conor McGregor's Whiskey, sponsors the Pierces.
very good. Yes, fair play to both. McHale have been great supporters of GA in Mayo for years and years.
And horse racing.
And horse racing, indeed. They have a lovely job done in
The 2
Ballinrobe.
teams warming up for the girls' game behind the goal.
There you are.
That's
And,
a bad miss now.
That's a poor miss by the cornerback for the Pierces, James Murphy there. That was a wild effort. And it goes well out to the right and wide. So the score remains 1-10 to the McBrides, Pierces 1-6. And as you were saying, Scruff, yeah, the McHales have been great supporters of Mayo in general.
Yeah, I'm glad to call Martin a friend. He comes out here for all the big farm machinery shows, and he was telling me that they're in 26 countries now with hay balers. It's incredible.
Incredible. Great business to
From
be built
Ballinrobe,
up.
yeah.
All the way from Ballinrobe. It's great.
Kilmaine, actually.
There you are. Better again. So, yeah, it's a credit to them. Wonderful business to have built up. Anyway, the McBrides come along with the McHale name on their jerseys, and that's Killian Finn, left-footed.
That's a great score.
That's a great score.
Yeah.
Great score from Killian Finn, a lovely, sweet left foot.
This is asking questions now with the Pierces. They've gone a quick 5 points up since half time, and it's only about 8 minutes in.
Yeah, it's panic stations, I think, for the Pierces now. They need to get the next score for sure, and this kick out now is going to be crucial for them. On David Freely now with the kick out high, straight down the middle, and Mick Egan is there, and so is Eamon O'Donoghue, but they lose out this time. The Pierces have it, and away comes Lee Moog Murray in some room here. Patrick Chambers goes back to tackle Lee Moog, the left with the right foot.
That's a nice score.
That's a good score. Yeah, Lee Moog Murray took that chance very, very well from a breaking ball around the middle of the field. They won a break that they had to win, really. They needed a score badly there, so it's back to a 5-point game, 1-6 to 1-11. 5 points the difference now, and we've got probably about 6 or 7 minutes of the second half. So then, Audreen Lockery with the kick out, Mick Egan under it, but the Pierces win it, and Kevin McVeigh, subbed on at half time, wins it and gives it back to Barry Lamb. Barry now with the ball, he gives it off to Luke Mangan. Luke then gives it out the far side of the field. Kevin McVeigh once again, and he gives it inside. Lee Markham, and hits the crossbar. Jesus, what a chance. And eventually it comes back. They get the point anyway. Brian Morton
was a great chance.
That was a great chance. A lovely run through there by Luke Mangan, and really unfortunate. A great effort that just comes back off the crossbar. So they're back in it again, Scruff. 2 points.
Yeah.
2 points in quick succession, and 3 points down then. So Audreen Lockery, he's been busy the last few minutes. And in fact, he's going to receive a little bit of attention, I think.
The referee wants him to change his colours. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's the
it's
same
confusing.
as the Pierces,
that's what it is. Yeah,
probably should
makes
have done
sense.
that earlier.
Yeah, he's putting on the false man's bib. He looks like a week on, week off worker.
Yeah.
So then, Audreen then, with his new jersey, kicks the ball out. Mick Egan goes up. But once again, the Pierces, they're winning these breaks. It eventually comes out, but well tackled there. And Luke Mangan loses the ball. Patrick Chambers involved once again, and he's fouled. And it's going to be a free down to the McBrides. So then Patrick takes it himself in towards McMiniman. Just put off there by the number 14. And the Pierces clear it. Out this side of the field it comes, and eventually it's gone out over the sideline, and it's going to be a line ball to the McBrides.
Nice shoulder out over.
Yeah, James Murphy there had the ball, but he got a hefty shoulder, and it's gone out over the sideline, so it's a line ball. McBrides take it quickly. Patrick Chambers now bearing down on goal, right-footed.
Very good
and
point.
That's a great score.
Yeah.
Great score from Patrick Chambers from Newport.
Yeah, the Pierces had seized the momentum there for a few minutes, but that's a good score to get McBrides back 4 up.
Yeah, it stems the tide. The momentum had been with the Pierces, so poor kick out. Killian Finn with it on his left foot, but a lovely tackle there, well timed by the Pierces 7, Barry Lamb, and he wins a free for himself.
Stole a few yards, got away with it.
Got away with it. Ball comes to Luke Mangan. Luke now looks up. He gives it off to his midfield partner, Lee Moog Murray. Lee Moog gives it inside to the number 18. Goal on here is right. Lee Mangan with it again as a goal. Couldn't miss is right.
Well worked.
Walked it into the goal.
Yeah.
Lee Mangan. Yeah. Luke Mangan, lovely score. Great goal. And that's the Pierces right back in it.
Yeah, I have to say, John, when the Pierces attacked down the middle, they do look like they're more likely to get a goal.
Yeah. They're very strong runners down the middle. Luke Mangan is doing an awful lot of damage there. Sean Corbett now picks up the quick kick out, gives it to Ross Mahan. Ross gives it off to his cornerback here, Neil Malloy. Ross gets it back, but gives a poor ball, and it's cut out there by Liam Markham. Markham now gives it across to his midfield partner there, who's been brought on, Kevin McVeigh. McVeigh gives it in. Oh, Linden. Very, very harshly challenged there, and the referee has...
No, it was a good challenge. I agree with the referee, it was a good challenge.
Yeah. I think the referee is saying that he wasn't looking at him, and it was more accidental than anything else.
I think it was accidental.
So, no doubt he took a heavy hit there.
Yeah.
Liam Linden, and he's been playing well as well, showing well for the ball. So, the physio's on, and
as usual, the Mayo County players in the crowd attract a lot of nice attention.
Oh, there you are. Yeah. It's like, I won't say flies around something. Yeah, to be 22 again, Scruffy, rather than 22 stone.
Tell you, John, you're only as old as the girl that you feel.
Yeah.
So that was a heavy hit, but I do think it was accidental.
It was accidental, and I think the players know that as well. There was no big demonstration by the Pierces lads, so play will resume.
But Liam Lennon is one of the danger men in there. He's the smallest guy. It's a bit like Paul Towie last Sunday.
Yeah.
The man with the beard, Liam.
That's right. He's a handful. Ball is given back. Ross Mahan gets it back from his goalkeeper. Looks across, gives it back again to Audreen Lockery.
The Pierces are pressing up good on this now.
There, the press is on. Audreen takes a few steps out the field, crosses his own 45, and gives it off to Killian Finn. Killian now. He's been followed there by the Pierces lads, and they're hunting them down.
They're playing as if they're 10 points up. And
they want to be careful here.
Yeah,
Killian Finn wins it back.
Way too early to kill out the clock here.
Left-footed kick, lovely ball in towards McMiniman, and McMiniman has it. Oh! Just over the bar there from
Yeah,
Fintan
that was
McMiniman.
That was a super catch.
Super catch.
Over the defender.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was a goal chance, but it does put them 2 up.
Yeah. Attention being called. Substitute is coming on for the McBrides, and it's number 24, Pierce Ronan, coming on for Mick Egan. I think Mick looks as if he's shipping an injury there, but Mick has played very, very well. He's had a great game for the McBrides, and rightfully gets a good, generous round of applause. But anyway, on we go. It's a 2-point game, 14 points to 16. Pierce is trying to work the ball out of their defence. Eventually the ball comes out over here to Liam Markham, and Liam gives it off to James Murphy. James now the number 2. He's tackled. Oh, that was high.
Yeah, that's a very high tackle. He'd be
high
very lucky
tackle.
not to get a yellow for this.
Very lucky, yeah.
Has the referee given any card?
Nothing. Yeah, Eamon Donoghue there was very lucky. It was a high challenge. Anyway, on we go. The ball is breaking here for Liam Markham once again. Gives it back to James Murphy. James, who was fouled a minute ago, faced once again by Eamon Donoghue. And once again, Eamon is a judge this time not to have fouled James Murphy. But Patrick Chambers gets the ball out. And some tough, hardy challenges going in, Scruffy.
Oh, there is. It's getting a bit more physical now as it gets closer.
Yeah. Patrick Chambers once again gives the ball inside to his midfield partner. Connor.
I didn't see a lot in that either.
Connor Garrity. So he's fouled. Ross Mahan takes it quickly. Out to Neil Malloy. Neil Malloy. Killian Finn. Back to Ross Mahan. Ross now about to cross his own halfway line, or 45. Gets it back. So Ross Mahan now surveying the field, looking for options. He gives it outside to Neil Malloy. Neil Malloy has a man free this side. Patrick Chambers. Patrick now with the big right foot again. Gives it in long. And this time just overshoots the mark.
It's gone harmlessly wide.
And goes harmlessly wide over Michael Malloy's head.
The next score now is going to be vital, John, because we're coming up to the stage of the game. If someone goes 3 points up, it's going to be a big lead.
It is, yeah, especially in a game like this, because goals could be hard to come by. Kick out then by David Freely. Out it goes, and it's in a clash of water over there, the far side of the field. It breaks for the Pierce's lads. It's picked up there by Kevin McVeigh. Kevin has been good since he came in. He's won a lot of ball. Referee says, come on, bring it forward. Kevin duly does that, puts on his gloves. It's a day for ducks out there. So then Kevin with the free for the Pierces.
The field will dry out in a few hours if it doesn't rain.
Yeah, if we don't get any more rain, we should be in good shape by the time of the senior final anyway. So Kevin McVeigh once again on his left foot, looks up, kicks it high, and it's drifted wide.
That was a chance.
That was a good chance, and probably not the right decision for a left-footed kicker on the left-hand side of the field. So another wide for the Pierces. Hopefully it won't come back to bite them, these wides. So then the 24 for the McBrides, Pierce Ronan, running his marker around the field a little bit, trying to get some space. Audreen Lockery with the kick out, goes over Patrick Chambers' head. It breaks down there. Alex Swan contesting the ball over there with the Pierces lad, and the referee says you fouled him. And it's going to be a free up to the Pierces. Kevin McVeigh once again gives a nice ball, low ball into Brian Morton. Brian turns his man, beats him, heads for goal. Brian still going on that left foot, eventually takes the kick, and it's gone straight over the bar.
Yeah,
that's
really nice scores, set up and scored by himself.
Yeah, he's certainly done all the donkey work there. It was a good run, and found some space, and just clipped it nicely over the bar with the left foot. Brian Morton, good score. Brings it back to a 1 point game, 2-9 to 113, 15 points to 16 to the McBrides, with probably about 10 minutes or so left in the game. It's a high kick out. McMiniman is coming more and more into the game again.
He came back deeper. Looking for that.
He did. And
he's
very smart.
He's got the line ball. He should have.
A very, very cute play there.
No, that's a right decision.
It's a right decision.
The linesman is correct here.
100% right. He hit it off the Pierce's lad.
He's absolutely correct.
So it's a line ball to the McBrides.
The referee has done a good job so far, actually.
Very good. in difficult enough conditions.
He was too close there.
Markham,
That should be a free kick. He was too close.
Way too close. So I think the referee is bringing it out, and it's going to be a free now to the McBrides. So Ross Mahan with the ball, and he's going to take it, and looks for the quick option. Nobody showing for a jet. Patrick Chambers gets it, gives it back to Ross Mahan. Ross now raids down the left-hand side of the field, cuts inside, ships one challenge, but unfortunately
he got the free.
He's fouled.
Yeah,
it's going to be
taken out with trouble there.
He did, because that was.
This is Sean Corbett is all on his own.
Sean with the right foot, but it's
not going to get that.
No,
bad shot.
It was like myself, Sean. You're nearly as well to stay in the armchair now with your kicks like that. The Lord Almighty save us.
You were a good target man, Quinn.
I was.
How many women targeted you so far?
Countless. They used to say back in Tulsa that I needed planning permission to turn. Anyway, the ball goes on. Ronan there contesting with the ball, but it's broken for the Pierces lads. And eventually McVeigh has it. He gives it.
It's a good break on here for the Pierces.
If they can get the ball to hand quickly. It's with the 5, Dahi O'Shea. Dahi O'Shea gives it out this side of the field now to Liam Markham. Liam.
Dahi O'Shea at home is married to my cousin, actually.
There you go. And
lovely layoff.
Nice layoff there, and it comes to the full forward. Conor McKeown is dragged to the ground though, and the referee said that it's going to be a free in. So it's a free in now to the Pierces.
Your man is still not pleading guilty.
Referee is having a word there with the cornerback, Rory McNally, I think. And I think there might be a card produced here. So,
first card of the day. It's been a very clean game.
Very
I thought
clean.
It'd be more physical. Because they don't exactly love each other on the north side.
No, definitely not. So,
this is a very vital kick now for the Pierces.
Yeah, this can bring them level. 5 or 6 or 7 minutes to go, I'd say.
At the most, I think.
Yeah, at the most. So this is a crucial kick now. Crucial kick, indeed, for the Pierces, and it's Kevin McVeigh.
He's got it.
And it's over the bar.
It's a good kick.
Yeah, Brian Morton actually it was that kicked it. Sorry, Brian Morton. So he draws the team's level.
Now the next score is absolutely vital.
Absolutely vital. Every score is vital at this stage, but certainly this one. Sub on the field for the Pierces, and just trying to see his number there. Straight away, he's into a mile of space. Number 27, Cian Sheridan. Cian now.
McBride's lad down injured.
Yeah, there's going to be a bit of attention on here for one of the McBrides boys. I think it might be Killian. Oh no, it's not Killian. It might be Ross Mahan, is it? I think it might be Ross who's down injured. So last few minutes now. So this kick out, as Scruff said, it's going to be crucial here. Important that Odreen Lockery finds a man with this kick out, and McBrides will look to build an attack on that. So both ladies' teams I see are out warming up, getting ready for their final, which is coming up next after this. Another exciting game, I'm sure, in prospect between the Ashling Gales and the St. Bridget's. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Guinness, very generously sponsoring the commentary here and proceedings here at Gaelic Park in Chicago. So
we have another sponsor for the senior game, John, of course, the Aris Coast Hotel in Gisala.
Very good. Yeah, a lovely place to stay.
We might get a rest at Christmas yet.
You might, if we speak nicely from them or about them. So Odreen now with the kick out for the McBrides. Out it comes. Up they go.
That
about
was
4
a
of
hard
them.
clash.
That was it. That was a hard clash there. McMiniman was taken clean out of it, but the referee says play on, and he's injured. He took a right rattle on the knee. Patrick Chambers, though, eventually wins the ball.
Great chance on here now.
And there's a break on here, and he lays it outside to his midfielder, back to Chambers. Chambers, and
I think that's a foot block.
I think it's a foot block. Oh, it's a goal.
Oh, it's a goal.
It's
Foul.
gone in. I actually thought that went.
Oh, it must have went through the net.
It went through the net.
Oh.
It looked as if it was the right hand side of the post, but it didn't. It
He
went
took
in.
He took it well after all.
And Patrick Chambers, the man from Newport, puts the McBrides 3 points up. That's a crucial score.
3
So
points
then
up.
Barry Lamb gives it, but Ross Mahan puts it out. Now the tails are up. Time, they say, you have. And the McBrides look to play down the clock. McMiniman, who's been man of the match for them so far. Patrick Chambers has been excellent as well. He gives it outside to his cornerback, Neil Malloy. Neil Malloy to Ross Mahan. Ross Mahan back to
They need to
Chambers.
get McMiniman on the ball now.
Chambers gives it into the midfielder, Conor Garrity. Garrity loses it though, but they win it back, and that's a high challenge there. High challenge on Ross Mahan
Yeah, that's a bad tackle.
That's a bad tackle. Yeah. Kevin.
That's an absolute bookable offence.
Absolutely. Kevin McVeigh there, yeah, very, very lucky. Very lucky to get away with that. It was a high challenge and went in after the ball as well. And, that could easily have been a yellow
Yeah,
card.
so it's up to McBrides now to see can they manage the clock and get over the line.
So, referee has done a good job, I thought, for the most part. But there was one or two decisions, Scruffy, that
Yeah, I mean, it's in the last few minutes especially, it's getting very hot and heavy now.
Yeah.
He's doing the right thing here, driving it in.
Yeah, Patrick Chambers once again in towards McMiniman. McMiniman now,
Oh,
and
that's
he's
a free
hauled
in.
down.
That's an absolute
And
free in.
An absolute free.
Yeah, so
That's an absolute free. So that's a free into the McBrides, and this is an opportunity for them to go 4 points up.
our Guinness lady has arrived with some nice non-Guinness products here.
Oh, fair play to her. Fair play to her. Of course, we made a mistake. Sean Corbett does work for Guinness, not Magners, but anyways.
I thought
Sorry,
he works
Sean.
for Magnus. Sean
No,
Corbett,
he works for Guinness. Yeah. Sorry, Sean.
Sorry, Sean.
We'll make it up to you later on.
There's not much contenders for man of the match here, John, if McBrides get over the line.
Yeah, I think Fintan McMiniman has been...
He's been incredible.
He's been incredible, yeah. Patrick Chambers played well too for them in the middle of the field, I
Yes,
thought.
he did. Yeah. And the other midfielder as well.
Yeah, Conor Garrity.
Yeah.
So, after all that, Fintan McMiniman will step up himself and he'll attempt to put 4 points between them. Pretty much dead straight in front of the goals, about 30 yards out. This should be a routine kick for a player of his calibre. Here he comes. That's where he was swinging a baby in a basket, the way he's swinging this ball, but nonetheless effective. And over the bar.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for the Pierces to come back on.
Yeah, it's they really need a goal, I think.
Yeah.
Quick kick out. Oh, it goes badly astray this time. And once again, the referee says free in. And it's poor challenge again by the Pierces there. Poor kick out and a poor challenge.
Yeah, they haven't won many of their own kick-outs at all.
Yeah, that's been a huge problem for them all day, is their kick-outs. So, yeah, poor challenge there on Michael Malloy. He's been good in this second half too. He's been showing well for the ball. And Fintan McMiniman is stepping up once again. Right-footed. Out about 40 yards out maybe this time. But once again, a great chance for them to stretch their lead out to 5 points. Here he comes. Right-footed. It's high. And it's curling. And straight over the bar. Great score.
I think that could be the insurance.
I think it could. And once again, McMiniman comes straight out the middle of the field. He's hungry, looking for the ball. But it's chipped out this side to Liam Markham. Liam's hand pass is half blocked down. And he gets it at the second attempt. Ball comes across to Liam O'Murray in the middle of the field. Referee says he was fouled. And a free into the Pierces. Free man on the far side of the field. And he gets it. And it's the number 9, Liam O'Murray. Liam O gives it in. It's a mark. And that's given. And it's the number 23, Brian Morton. Brian now kicks it. He lobs it into the square. And, ooh, again, that's a point, I think. The McBride's boys were saying he was in the square.
I think he was too. You can't be in the square
Yeah.
from a free kick.
That would have been interesting, Scruffy, if that went into the back of the net.
I think he was in the square.
Yeah, but the point has been awarded though. So it's 2:11 to 2:15, 4 points the difference.
They're going to need a goal at some stage if they
Yeah,
want to
there
transfer.
can't be that much time left either. So yeah, goal I think or nothing really for the Pierces. So kick out now for Odreen Lockery. Right down the middle of the field, Ross Killian there gets his hand to it, but it breaks for the Pierces. And Lee Moog Murray
Yeah, McBride, Pierce
gives
is
it
not
off.
lying down.
Neil McSweeney drifted out of the game a little bit in the second half, but he gives it off to Luke Mangan. Luke now gives it up along the far side to Kevin McVeigh. Gives it across to Barry Lamb. Barry Lamb now. Good first half. And it comes out to the number
Only
19.
a goal in it now.
Yeah, Niall McSweeney swings over a lovely score off his right foot. And it brings it back to a 3-point game. 2:12 to 2:15 now. And certainly makes for a very exciting closing couple of minutes to this game. Anxious faces down here in front of me on the McBrides sideline. I'm sure they're praying for the final whistle. Kick out then once again by Odreen Lockery. Comes towards Patrick Chambers.
Nice palm down.
Well palm down. And McBride's come away with it.
If they,
And,
if they get the next score, I think they're
Yeah,
there.
it comes all the way across here to Alex Swan. Alex cuts back on his right hand
great
side, gives
ball,
a lovely
great
ball
ball.
across. Michael Malloy bears down on goal. Oh, and it's saved. But comes back, goal! Alex Swan
Yeah.
down, and McBride's come away with it.
If they,
And,
if they get the next score, I think they're there.
It comes all the way across here to Alex Swan. Alex cuts back on his right hand
great
side, gives a
ball,
lovely
great
ball
ball.
across. Michael Malloy bears down on goal. Oh, and it's saved. But comes back, goal! Alex Swan. You never know. Here they come once again. Luke Mangan, far side of the field, faced by Patrick Chambers. He gives it up along the far side now, and it comes to Kevin McVeigh. Kevin McVeigh now faced by two defenders. Gets through two of them, gets through three of them, and still pulled and dragged, and eventually the referee gives a free. And he says, come back with the ball, taken from the wrong spot. So, once again, referee is going over to have a word on the sideline there with some of the Pierce's lads. Referee not happy with Sean Tobin, I think it is. And referee goes over there and tells him, doing the veil. So, free is quickly taken, Luke Mangan. They'll try and probably work a goal from this if they can. Luke Mangan gets it once again, but it's blocked down by Killian Finn. And it works out here well for the McBrides. It's Patrick Chambers. Patrick pulled and dragged, but still gets the ball away back to Killian Finn. Very well done there.
Great ball.
Great ball outside to Michael Malloy. Michael Malloy now out near the far sideline. Gets possession. Runs through a few clashes of water. Gets it inside to Alex Swan. Alex Swan, the goal scorer, looks up, looks around, looks for support. He gets it from Killian Finn. Killian now back onto his right, back onto his left, looks for support, doesn't have any, and eventually he's fouled. Lucky enough to get the free there because he was going nowhere.
Yeah, that's right. Bad, stupid foul.
Yeah, so it's a free in and a great chance for the McBrides to tack on yet another score. It's 3:15 to the McBrides, 2:12 to the Pierces. So it's 18 points to 24. 6 points the difference. A chance to go 7 up. Fintan McMiniman, who's been no doubt the man of the match so far, and he'll only add to his stock if he puts this over. So, the man from Borrishrule, right-footed, no doubt about it. Straight over the bar, another score for the McBrides, and that stretches their lead now. 3:16 to 2:12. Pierces need a miracle. Ball comes out, and it's worked inside, but Pierces lose possession, and it's that man again, Fintan McMiniman. Gets the ball in the middle of the field. He's followed by two Pierces lads, and eventually he gets it away. Patrick Chambers, Mitchell Shamazel in the middle of the field. Patrick lays it off to Killian Finn.
Bit late for a Shamazel.
Yeah, Killian Finn kicks it high, but it's gone out to the left and it's gone wide, and that's not going to be too much of an issue for the McBrides. It soaks up another couple of seconds. So Referee not happy with the kick out. Said retake it again. If a man,
We must be near
down.
full time, I think.
it's got to be close. There's only a couple of seconds injury time left, I'd say. Number 19 for the Pierces, down injured in the middle of the field. Niall McSweeney, he was excellent in the first half. Drifted out a little bit of it in the second half, but he's played well though. David Freely with the kick out the middle of the field it goes. Pierce is fighting hard for it, and it's picked up there by Barry Lamb. Barry needs support though, and referee said he was fouled. And once again, few fisticuffs there, and Pierces though come away with the ball, and it's going to be
A
free
bit late for the boys to go fighting now at this stage.
The referee is calling back the play here because there was a couple instances there of handbag stuff, so he's going to take a couple of names, I think. Killian Finn for the McBrides, I think, is one lad that's might be in a bit of trouble. And Lee Moog Murray there. Oh, it's a straight red card. Yeah,
That is unjustified, I would think.
yeah. Closed fist, I think, was the.
I was watching that, and I was going to screw him up for the North Americans.
Yeah, that's a tough decision there.
That is,
Yeah,
there was an awful lot more than him involved in that.
absolutely. That's a harsh enough call there because there was a bit of action on both sides. Anyway, Conor Garrity kicks the ball in, and the referee
That's brutal.
calls full time.
That's
and-
brutal to get sent off at the final whistle. I mean, that's,
Yeah, so it's a victory for the
referee-
McBrides.
Referee should take that into account.
Yeah, I think there'll be.
Hopefully that will be rescinded.
Yeah, there could well be an appeal on that one. So anyway, congratulations to the McBrides. It's a great win for them, and after the disappointment of last week, I'm sure it's going to be celebrations all the way for them tonight. And in fairness, they were the better team, Scruffy.
The word, especially the second half, they pulled away, and when you have someone like McMenamin to aim at, you're halfway there.
Absolutely. Yeah, deserved winners, I think, and their forwards, especially McMenamin, as you said, he was outstanding, and they had a very strong midfield, very strong half-forward line, so, congratulations to them. Tough luck on the Pierces. They battled really, really well, and one thing about the Pierces, Scruff, they really do battle.
Yeah, they do, of course, and they're very, very proud club members, and they had a great season.
They sure had, and to have representatives in both the intermediate and senior finals, I think was a wonderful achievement for them. So, well done to them, and of course, the best of luck to the seniors in the senior final against the Parnells.
Absolutely.
So, the trophy presentation, I'm sure, will probably take place out in the middle of the field, and we'll. Yeah, Annie is going to go down there and. So we have a roving correspondent. Annie Redmond is going down with the remote camera onto pitch side. So we should have pictures from the presentation to the McBrides of the intermediate title. So they'll go on and represent Chicago now at the North Americans. So it's going to be a great occasion in 2 weeks' time, and there's going to be great crowds here for those North American finals. It's going to be very exciting, welcoming teams in from all over San Francisco, Boston, Philadelphia, Atlanta. All of the major cities will be represented here, so looking forward to that. It's going to be a great weekend of Gaelic games here. So so it's the McBrides Day at the intermediate level, and we're just waiting there now to see both teams remain on the field, and the trophy presentation will be taking place momentarily. And shout out to anyone that's watching from home. Hope you're enjoying it. I know my sister Ursula and her husband Paul, I think, are all tuned in, and Owen, so big shout out there. And my mom is watching, I think, as well. Kate, Michael, Pat, Caroline, and all their families. So hello from Chicago. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're sitting back with a nice big glass of wine. And enjoy the rest of the games. It's going to be very entertaining. I must say the first game, the intermediate game, was a great game, given the conditions, given the amount of rain we had overnight and early morning here, and it's been a credit to both teams in fairness.
First of all, on behalf of the two teams, John and Gaelic Park, for letting this game go ahead. Savage work. It's an honour on behalf of McBrides and Chicago CA to lift this trophy, given a couple of weeks that we've had. So for us to be able to do that for Rushing, for Charlotte, for Chair, always a savage battle. That game could have gone either way, really, especially in the conditions. But thankfully, it was our day today, and we wish we got to look at the final. That's it. Special group of lads. It's an honour. Some of my last years play which is, and I look forward maybe to seeing this play with your counties further down the line. And Ross is going to close it out with a few words.
Bye, Ross. Irish community around here, it's kind of a special thing, and the show the Gaelic Park one every Sunday, so it's an absolute honour to be here. Just stay safe for Gaelic Park.